All right, everyone. Welcome back to Betting by the Numbers, a sports betting YouTube and Discord channel dedicated to taking the decision-making process out of the hands of idiots like me and putting it in the hands of the people who win. Today, we are back with a late-night PrizePicks, I guess not late night, evening PrizePicks for Friday, April 21st. I know some people usually play PrizePicks versus parlay play. I think there's a lot of benefits to parlay play, but there's a lot of good lines on PrizePicks, so let's get them for the baseball games tonight. The first one we're going to be taking, and this is on the OddsJam fantasy screen. We have a lot of videos explaining why we're doing this, why we're using this website, but we're going to go to our first pick, which is Fernando Tatis, San Diego Padres over half a run at minus 170 at FanDuel, minus 130 basically across the board. Tatis, second game back from his suspension. Didn't look as good last night. He's playing he's going against a pitcher, rather, he has some experience with, has some history against. That's why the lines are lower. Again, runs are kind of an interesting stat, but I think that when the juice is there, when it's the guys that you want, the big name players, you take them on a Friday night to get across the plate. So we will be adding him to our PrizePicks, which if we click over has already been placed, but you will see right here, Fernando Tatis over half a run. Then we head back to the screen and we have Mike Trout, who we will be adding to our over half a run, minus 165 at FanDuel, minus 133 at Caesars, and minus 125 at DraftKings. Mike Trout against the Royals has a good history. Mike Trout against the pitcher starting for the Royals tonight has, I think, 3 or 4 plate appearances against him in the past, and I think has 1 or 2 hits. Friday night, again, under the lights. I'm going to trust Tatis and Trout to get us some runs tonight. So, as you've seen, when we go back to the PrizePicks, my second pick, Mike Trout over half runs. We're going to head back for our third pick, which we head to basketball, actually, where we have Dejounte Murray of the Atlanta Hawks over 10.5 rebounds and assists, minus 145 at DraftKings, minus 131 at Caesars. These are just really good lines, and we're only going to pay minus 119 to bet them at PrizePicks. I looked up his stats. I'll just actually show them real quick. On the NBA, we have rebound to assists. You can see last 10, he's hit this line 6 of 10 times on 2 days rest. He's hit it in 8 of 11 against Boston. He's hit it in the last 2 games. I just think you get home, it just feels like a good game for him to be able to hit this. So we will be taking 4 of 6 on 2 days rest at home. Yeah, so we'll add him to the PrizePicks, Dejounte Murray, over 10.5 rebounds and assists. Then we will be going back to the diamond where we will be taking Connor Capel over half bases for the Oakland Athletics. As you can see, minus 137 at Pinnacle, minus 141 at Caesars, and no line lower than minus 135. Yet we're only going to pay minus 119. That is expected value. So we're going to bet that. Capel has no batting experience against this pitcher. So this is more of a, guess what? Somebody's got a reason that these lines are this low, so we just follow them. So we head back over to PrizePicks, Connor Capel over half bases. Then we will head back over to the OddsJam fantasy screen where we will look for something other than basketball and baseball just to get some variance into the lineup. And we find it right here on the ice with Alexander Barkov, minus 137 at Pinnacle, minus 135 at BetMGM. The Florida Panthers over 2.5 shots on goal. I looked up the stats. You know what? We'll do that one as well, just to give everyone a little peek behind the curtain. Because I think this is important. I think it's important for people to not only just look at the OddsJam screen, but then how do I differentiate? And everyone can do it their own way. That's kind of the great part about it is they're giving you opportunities to mix and match this to make value. So I like to kind of find a way to figure out which ones are going to lead to the most value over the longest time. You can see in the last 5, Barkov is hitting that, but against Boston, he has success. This is just a line that I think he's up there for a reason, and we will be trusting him again, especially when you see at home. I mean, it just completely changes over the last 10 at home. Last 5, he's a different player at home, so we'll roll with it. So we're going to go back, Alexander Barkov over 2.5 shots on goal, and we'll finish it out with one last diamond play, and that is probably the best name on our list, which is Stone Garrett over half basis, minus 137, basically across the board. That's about as much as I'm going to need. Again, No experience against this pitcher, but that doesn't seem to concern me because the lines are at minus 137, minus 135 for a reason. So you see it here. So we have 6 picks for our Friday evening. I'm going to get ready for a great night of playoff basketball and hockey, and also a good night slate of baseball. So we will get ourselves ready to win some bets and be back tomorrow in the morning with another full slate of sports. So we're going to have a busy couple of weeks here at Betting by the Numbers. Thanks for tuning in.